But what I wanted to talk about was that I really believe, and I know now that I believed ever since I was a small child, that and I didn't have the words for any of it, that the thing that makes us distinct, the thing that is our real talent as a species, is not our intelligence. We may not be the most, and God knows you read the paper every morning and you doubt that we are the most intelligent species. It's not intelligence, and as for the immortal soul, you'll have to work that out for yourselves, but, and you know, I needn't tell you that there are people who doubt that too, although I think they're misconstruing it in denying such a thing. I mean, it's our immortal souls that have brought us here this evening. The thing that I think is our great distinction, the thing that makes us, that we can be proud of, is our imagination. It's the thing that is the basis that allows us to rejoice when a little girl in China, whom we will never know, 7 years old, plays a passage of Mozart and wins a great competition. Or to feel sick and upset when we hear about the homeless people in Darfur, or the homeless people in our cities, or the fate of people dying of AIDS, or of anything else of the kind. Or to be upset about the fate of whales in the Pacific, suffering from starvation and pollution. To go, as I did 3 weeks ago, to a peninsula on one of the Hawaiian Islands and watch the young albatross just starting off on their first flights. And on the one hand, the feeling of absolute elation at seeing these magnificent creatures taking off for the first time, and of deep, deep anxiety as one realized the death rate of young albatrosses in the Pacific, mostly from human trash, bottle caps, bits of tinsel and plastic floating around on the surface, flashing so that they look like tiny fish, and scoop them up, and their stomachs get filled with this trash, and it kills them. And in some places, 75% of them die of that. So you're watching this, and it's like watching a tragedy. I mean, you see the great beauty, and you see the great destruction. We're all part of that. And I thought, that's the imagination. Other creatures can watch this and not be moved either way in that way. And we have that. It's what makes for Mother Teresa and Albert Schweitzer and the doctors and nurses who really take care of you in the hospital, and for your parents, and for the symphonies and operas of Mozart, and the last sonatas of Schubert, and Vermeer's painting of the girl with a pitcher of milk, and Hamlet, and The Tempest. That's the imagination. And I thought, we're not living by that talent, and it's killing us. We're living by something quite different. We may not be able to change, but we can change our attitude toward it. And even if we change it for a few minutes, we see something else, which is that whether we live or die, the relation to it which accepts it and which rejoices in it, which loves being part of the world, which includes at the same moment, right now, the birds and the cockroaches and the ants and the lichens on the trees. We're all, in the words of the moment after one of the great enlightenments in human history, we're all awake together. We're all awake, and if we realize that, it's a feeling of great joy, and we learn that's there anytime we want to come back to it, and it's also the source of our generosity, our urge to be grateful. These are surprisingly simple things, and isn't it remarkable that they're as rare as they are? But if we don't live by them, our chances of survival are diminishing very fast. And I just wish, I wanted to say something about that when I was given the chance. It's only because I thought afterwards, if I don't do it, and I say, well, you had a chance to say something about it and didn't even do that, it wouldn't be very comfortable. So that's why I'm doing it, and so why I'm floundering around trying to say it again this evening. I've been trying to say it again and again for some months now, and I don't think I say it very well. I doubt that it's possible to say it very well. But you probably know what I'm talking about, and I urge you to try to find it in yourselves, because it's there. And especially if you're students and you're young, you can find it. Even when you're rushing and doing all sorts of other things and don't seem to have a minute, you can stop, just stop and listen. And that's enough. You hear it. That's you, and that's what has the imagination. Nobody else has your imagination. Remember that. It's also a basis of the only kind of self-respect that matters. I mean, the self-respect that comes from having millions of dollars is not the same.